Oh wow. There's some snow, a lot of snow up on the mountain over there. Good morning, Smoky Mountains. It's day 4, and it's the final day of my hike. And it's Sunday morning, and I'll be hiking about 6 plus miles to get back to my truck and go home to Birmingham. Let's get on the trail. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's you see the sun on the ridge over there? Blue skies, hardly any clouds in the sky. It's going to be a beautiful day. So I discovered that my water filter was outside my sleeping bag this morning, and it got really cold last night, really frosty. And I'm probably going to buy another one, but I need some water. So I saw this the spring coming out of the side of the mountain. I know its source, and its source is straight out of the ground. So I'm going to be a little more trusting of the water filter, since I know where the water came from, not out of a pool that's been sitting where there may be some type of Giardia or whatever. So I feel pretty confident this is pretty clean water, but I'm still going to filter it with my filter, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. But I am going to get a new filter because you know, I don't know if the water filter. Not sure if the water filter had microfractures in it or not. So, but here's to North Carolina spring water. Looks pretty clean to me. Water was good. I needed it. Hopefully, when I get down to the Deep Creek trailhead, I'll be able to hitch a ride back to my truck. If not, then I'm going to be doing some road walking. I mean, it's a part of the trail that I've got to get. I've got to get that Stone Pile Gap Trail. I've got to get it. Hopefully someone's hospitality will kick in and carry a hiker. I don't look too threatening, do I? That's the plan. As far as the water back there, I've been doing this long enough, and I've read enough, and I've experienced enough where that filter, while it may be suspect on like standing water or creek water, water coming out of the ground is should be pretty clean, and that's where that water came from, straight out of the ground. So I feel pretty confident that filtering that water with a suspect filter is okay. I wouldn't advise just anybody doing that, but for me, it was my decision, and I made it, and I may have to live with consequences. But if that's the case, thankfully we have modern medicine and medications that can help that. We'll see in a few days. Coming up on the trail intersection. There's the sunshine. It's been a frosty morning so far. Thomas Divide. Alright, that's the trail I took yesterday. Alright, Stone Pile Gap Trail 2.1. That's the trail I'm going to go down and get on the Deep Creek, I think, Indian Creek Trail. Anyway, I can't remember. Alright, 2.1. Sunshine. Sunshine feels good. I've been trekking in the shadows all morning long. It's been mainly uphill, so it's kept me warm. But if I'm going downhill, it's gonna cool off if I'm up in the sun. Coming up on Stone Pile Gap. Tom Branch Road 1.1. Point 0.9 down to Indian Creek Trail. Alright, I'm gonna get this 0.9, and then I'm gonna make a decision if I'm gonna come back up the mile and then go down to my truck, or I'm just gonna get down here and hitch it. I'll have a mile to think about it. That bridge was icy, frosty, very slick. So I've got to backtrack and go up to Thomas Divide Trail. Got to go this whole 0.9 back up the mountain. So it wasn't too bad of a hike down, for the most part, I'd say 90% of or 80% of the trail was just dry, leaves, nice and level. I'm pretty sure I got up to at least 3 miles per hour coming down it, just because of the decline and how level it was as far as the tread. But the other 20%, it's like you're in a stinking rainforest. You're walking, the trail is water, you're walking through water. It's nothing to get your feet wet. You just have to rock hop a couple of times. I've decided against hitchhiking back to my truck, because up here at the top of this trail, it's only 1.1 back down to the trailhead. So it just makes sense. Go ahead and do the backtrack instead of chancing it if someone's out or not, when it's only 1.1 1.1 plus 9, 2 miles till I'm finished. So let's get out of breath. Just show you a little bit of what I'm going through here. Doing some rock hopping here and there. Got an awesome idea. Let's build a trail that it constantly has water on it. I'm just kidding. It's just par for the course. Smoky Mountains has so much water in it that it's everywhere. These logs, they're slick. Try not to step on the logs. Bet you can't guess what I'm craving. Burger and onion rings. What's your favorite post-hike meal? Is it a burger like me, or is it pizza, Mexican, or something like maybe Chick-fil-A, like a chicken sandwich or something? Or maybe Cracker Barrel. That all sounds really good. Hopefully Bryson City has a place where I can get a really good burger. I'll Google best burgers in Bryson City and see what pops up. 1 mile to the trailhead. Body's feeling good. Granted, I'm not doing 16 miles today. I'm only doing about 7 or 8 after all the backtracking and everything. I don't know. I'll put my total mileage at the end of the hike. I want to calculate it all up, because it's going to come out to more than what I expected. There were times when the trail's kind of brutal with blowdowns and rock hopping and such. But that's what the trail will give you sometimes. Oh wow. There's some snow, a lot of snow up on the mountain over there. See all that snow? You can see it barely through the trees. So it's Sunday, and usually end my hikes on Sunday. And I start thinking about, I've been thinking about God the whole time. But this trip I've thought about, there's been a lot in the Bible. A lot of men in the Bible would go out into the wilderness and seek God, be alone with God, and it's no different with me. I really try to commune with God when I'm out here, and I have spiritual moments. I am a follower of Christ, believer, not just a believer, but I trust in that He is my atoning sacrifice for my sins, and that through Him I stand justified before God the Father. But Jesus would often, it reads in the Gospels that Jesus would often withdraw into the wilderness. And the word often, I tell my wife all the time I'm going to commune with God, and that's not a lie, I do. But it is a time of spiritual renewal, self-reflection, and especially when I'm solo, when I'm by myself, just self-reliance and a lot of quietness, no one talking to you. And I enjoy hiking with friends. I like it a lot, actually, but there's something special about being solo and communing with God out on the trail. I'm so thankful that I get this opportunity to commune with God by myself out in the wilderness. It does make me truly appreciate all the blessings that God has provided. Like I've said before, not material things, but also spiritually. He's blessed me beyond what I deserve. All right, I'm back at the trailhead. All my windows are still in the truck. Thank goodness. Oh, can't tell you how much I thought about that while I was away. All right, so this is the conclusion of this hike in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It was a long one. It was a trying one. It was a great one. Saw some pretty sights, some pretty waterfalls. Experienced some sleet. But it was a good trip. I'm thankful to have the opportunity to get to do it. So I'm gonna get cleaned up and get on the road and go see if I can find a burger someplace. So, all right. Well, I don't have any trips planned as of yet. Well, spring break, the family and I were renting a cabin around Townsend, Tennessee, and we're gonna spend a couple of days there for spring break. But that's the only thing I have planned right now. But you never know, there may be another hike next month. I don't know, but I'll be sure to bring you guys along. All right, well, thanks for coming. It's been a good one. We'll see you guys on the next hike. Bye.